cord because it was just a little too much. So right here we swapped out for the projector. As you know, I got my other projector downstairs on my floor display. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and we're showing off the amazing technology that other screen paints just can't seem to catch up. So, how much did I pay for my ultra short throw projector? I have two of these particular models. This is the one I did with the Apocalypse custom paint job to match a motorized projection screen. But I realized that I didn't think about it. This thing comes off the stand. So I took it up the stand, got it in the game room, perfect place for it to be at. If you want to see my projector up close, this is all customized paint job. Apocalypse setup, has LED lights on the bottom of it. Yeah, we hooked it up. Yeah, it's cool, especially one of the coolest projectors I've done so far. So we got it set up here in the gaming room right now. $130, that's all I paid for the projector. And this is my screen size. My screen size, we got it set up for widescreen mode. I keep forgetting to check these projectors. They have all kinds of interesting options. And one of the options we found on the projector a few minutes ago when I was toying around with it, has a widescreen mode attached to it. Mind you, 130 bucks. As I said, spend too much money for these short throw projectors. I mean, if you want to spend the money, it's cool and all, but like I said, you know, why put your projector on a washed out screen at the end of the day? See, I can go look out the window if I want. Got the overhead lights on, and I got a whopping 148-inch widescreen. Didn't even know this projector had this option, and I'm sitting there toying around like, what the heck does this button do? And when I hit it, boom, this is how it popped up. I gotta come in here and I gotta paint those areas right there so they don't show up on the wall. Those are the tabs to make sure everything stays in line. And just a sneak peek real quick. See all this stuff in the hallway, like what the heck is going on in the room? Voila! We got it. That's the paint I was telling you about that we used to paint the floor. It's a floor paint, just so you know. So it's like a soft gloss for movie theaters. Just got it, just came today. So we start on that on Monday. At least my floor will be done, so that's good. That's one part of the project will be done. Came a little earlier than I thought. So this is what I'm talking about. We're not going to go into a long demonstration, just short and sweet, like we've been loading some short and sweet demonstrations. It's just basically what it is. If the technology and the screen works correctly, you should be able to get a 148-inch screen and a fully lit environment. Look out your windows, see light over top, without the screen washing out or fading. And you shouldn't have to spend a lot of money for a projector. That's why when I watch all these ultra short demonstrations on these high-end companies with high-end projectors, they spend all this money for these projectors just to have them still sit in the dark. Calibrated at that, because they can't get the colors to pull right. See, we got the aquarium. They doing that one live today? They are over here.
Nutrisystem has come out with a new line of premium foods, and it's way better than what I expected out of it. Nutrisystem.
Now I'm curious if this one had it on it. The one downstairs should have it on it. So I need to tinker with the one downstairs and figure out how we got the widescreen to pull up on this thing. Because, man, this is freaking hot. I didn't even know it had this on this projector. That's why I said, why waste all that money on those high-end projectors? Well, usually we know why we got to use those high-end projectors. They have to use the high-end projectors because the screens don't pull. That's the problem. When you got a gray screen, it's not going to pull. When you got a white screen, it's definitely not going to pull. And when we get finished the dedicated theater room over there next door, we'll show you why, and we can use demonstrations and also why you do not want to go near a gray or white screen in a dedicated theater room. And again, before they speak and say, oh, that's not true, then get a dedicated theater room and back it up. Can't talk about dedicated theater rooms. You can't talk about big screen setups if you don't have them. You can't post it on your website. You got to have it. Now we got a widescreen. Is this doing 235.1? Because yeah, this is a 235.1 screen setup. Man, I'm gonna have to really look into this machine a little bit more. Like, what else these things are capable of doing? This is the NEC projectors that we got. They're not the 5 of them we got upstairs. This is a different model. This is an actual 235.1 format. Ooh, and we're gonna build a 235.1 screen downstairs too. I think it's gonna be big too. I gotta go look up. I know this is exactly the same one we got downstairs on the stand. But that's displaying a 235.1 format. That is really interesting. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna check on something downstairs. This is my screen downstairs. That's doing an actual 235.1 setup right now, which I'm finding kind of interesting that that one's actually doing it upstairs. That's not a 235.1 projector. That's the floor. I love this thing. This thing is so freaking cool. This is the same projector, the exact same projector. We don't have this set up for the 235.1. We just had this one set up for, what's this one set up for? 16.9. Same projector, same one upstairs. This one's set up for the same setting, so that one's doing a 235.1. That's doing a 235.1 right now, because the projector I have over here in this room has an actual 235.1 setting. These don't have them. So how is that one pulling that off? That's doing 235.1 right now. This is the ViewSonic. That's doing 235 now. So to reactivate the stiffening, lock in the shape. This one's doing something completely different. Let me see. The right one for this one? We're doing die designs on this one. So if you're wondering how this floor was done, very easy. We came upstairs with the invisible 38 Black Widow and we coated it on with the paint roller. Paint dried perfectly. Now, would I do this for rear projection? No, wouldn't do it. Because rear projection, you would see imperfections on the other side of the glass. But since we're not using the other side of the glass, we don't have to worry about that. That one's also too coated behind it too. That's another screen we got coated. Hey, hey, hey! Don't touch that. Don't rub against that. What's wrong with you?
At Hilton, stay up past her bedtime. Remember what a night shift feels like. And thanks to Concurrent Connecting Rooms by Hilton, sneak in for a good night kiss. Book our family of plans at Hilton.com. Remember,
That's interesting. I don't mind you walk on the floor. I don't care. Just don't bump into the projector. Because stop slamming against it. This is going to be hot. We're going to have the whole floor done. And another week, we just got to wait for the projectors to get here. I ordered 4 of those projectors. This whole entire room is going to be moving art. Moving artwork here, moving artwork here. That's going to be all moving display. Over top's going to be moving display. And a massive giant screen, which I haven't had a chance to measure out. It's all going to be moving art. All of this is going to be connected together. Had a friend come over today, and the first thing they saw was the floor lighting up. They were like, what the heck is that? And I was like, something they were working on. Puzzle projection screens, yes. And it's so much easier to roll it on and spray it on when it's on a surface that's non-transfer. If it's a transfer surface, you can't roll it on because that image will show up on the other end. But non-surface, yes, we can roll it on. The only thing about it is we can't make it available for customers because we're the only ones that can do it. So we decided to bring one of these screens out. That's the only way you'll be to get your hands on it. Other than that, we're the only ones who have them. I haven't decided on that yet because I already got enough on my plate right now we're working on. Let's see how it goes. So we got an announcement. I have 2 contracts from churches, something that I wanted for a long time, and Lord blessed me to get it. So we're bringing it back out. The dedicated Christian paint is coming back out, and it's going to be re-engineered with Titan technology embedded into it. Now the thing about it is, you can't get it. The only one's going to get that technology is churches only. That's all we're going to sell to churches only. Just want to put that out there before we start displaying it, showing it off. Oh, that is beautiful, man. I can't wait to fill out the whole floor. I took all my lights out from the side because we don't need them because the floor just does it all. Now, see, I sat there in the video and talked about this. That's what I said. God works everything out. I sat there and said, I want the floor to display. That's what we want. And now I'm seeing it all come to life. So all we got to do now is just mount the Pico projector here, coat everything in black, run the wires through behind. This is another screen here just installed a few minutes ago. Put that behind the back of the screen, and we can projector map the entire area out with no problem. Doesn't make a difference if it overshadows the floor. It's 3D infrared mapping, so we can pretty much paint in whatever we want to do. Hope it does overshadow a bit. I hope it overshadows the whole cabinet over here too, because I would like to 3D map that too. I can change just to one layer, change that to a second layer over there. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call the company up because I like these. I like this surface. I do. I like this surface. It's not flimsy. It has plenty of cushion to it for moving back and forth. That's one of the things I was concerned about. Oh, I don't know what this is. There's plenty of cushion to it. They're not flimsy. They're easy to snap together. They hold together quite nicely because I've been walking back and forth. I've had no problems on it whatsoever. So I do like that. I do like putting them together. It's very easy. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. So I'm gonna see if I can contact the company on Monday morning and request if we can get a business. We can show them our business tax ID number so we can get a wholesale booklet. I know they got them for wholesale. We buy them in bulk from them because this would make a great floor projection screen. And the coating, we did change it a little bit. It has a well, I can't tell you about that part, but let's put it this way: it's not gonna crack or peel at all. Period. Matrix 3D screensaver. So we still have to drop a short throw projector here. That is going to be completely coated in that black technology so it blends right into the floor. We're going to camouflage it right into the screen because that has to hit the massive screen we're going to have here. Oh, that is so cool to look at. Hey, this is real nice. I was like, what the heck is going on in there? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. We gotta get a sound bar on that one. Taco, you like? You like? Look at him. Oh, he's gonna scratch it up. Hey, 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 hey! Don't you think about that. You cut that out. Stop showing off. There, scratch up my freaking surface. You know better than that. Behave yourself. I mean, it's such a show off all the time.
Thank you for your interest in High Flight Toyota Springfield. Conveniently located on Baltimore Pike and Springfield, Delaware County. At High Flight Toyota Springfield, we have over 350 new Toyotas to choose from. All with Toyota guaranteed. A 2-year, no-cost maintenance plan saving you over $640. If you're interested in a pre-owned vehicle, we have over 200 certified and quality pre-owned vehicles of many makes and models to choose from. With our large selection, we are sure to have the new or pre-owned vehicle for you. And if we don't see the one you want, we can get it for you. And while we invite you to our state-of-the-art facility, you also have the option to buy online.
There we go. Get the change color change out again to different colors.
And while you're there, feel free to chat live. One of our knowledgeable team members to get your questions answered.
I like this. Where we at in time? Okay, we're good. 8K desired nature, 4K. Oh, 8K, 4K. I'm gonna let this one run. All right, I gotta get back upstairs. This screen are gonna be running in a few minutes. All right, so this one, we gotta figure out exactly which one on this one has that display. We'll put you right there. See, all the stars are on, they're activated. Go back upstairs. Oh, forgot, we got the ceilings are still in green. Duh, supposed to be in blue. That's better. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna keep these in blue. Yeah, I'll take them in blue. Too much lights going off at the same time. I'm gonna keep those in there just like that. Finish off the staircase today. Our lights just got here, so I'm knocking out the staircase today. Finish that up. Come back in here on this setup right here. So I'm gonna get my lights out. So we got the lights all over the floor for, and chasers up on the ceiling, which none of the chaser remote controls upstairs. Why are none of the chaser remote controls upstairs? You know what? I'm gonna keep this one good. Let me see. I want to check out this unit right here because we got a new game on that one. Oh, I should have fired up the ceiling. No, I just sit right here and just chill. Let me see. That's for the ceiling. That's for the Chrissy over here. Oh, input detected. There we go. Let's come out of this mess. Go into some gaming. Let's see, we sit up here. There we go. This is what we downloaded yesterday. Got ourselves a new mech game. I got the controller already set up and configured. And then figure itself out what I want to do. Okay, can we get it to run? There we go. Free to play. Well, you know how free to play games are. If you want the armor, The best toys, you gotta pay for it. That's how free to play works out. But I'm gonna check it out. We got the joysticks, everything, see if they're running. They're running perfectly fine. We did a little test yesterday. So this is what I'm gonna be doing tonight. They got on the other one. Can they give me this one too? Here we go. Mind, this is all being displayed on 720p, $109 projector Christie. The whole entire room is coated in Titan technology. So this should be pretty good to play. How many people are going to be playing with flight sticks? I've known quite a few people, they're mech fans, they're definitely going to be doing on flight sticks. All right, people, time for me to get out of here. I'm done for the day. I want to just show you this real quick. I would have did it on a pre-record, but it was just too much. So I just want to show you the whole setup. We're just about done in here. The only thing we got to do in this room is just put the bookcases up so I can put the rest of my stuff up and light it up. And that's pretty much basically about it. This room is officially done. We have nothing to do in here. I thought I was going to have to do the floor, but now we have to do the floor. Now this is the next project we're going to be pushing for, which, as I told you, the next stage we have is the floor. And floor paint came here today, so I'm happy about that. So by Monday, this is all going to be jet black. So the trim should be here. We're waiting on the frog tape. I got to frog tape all the corners from the side so they don't get splattered with black paint. Coat this thing in. Then finally, hopefully, when we get a chance, we go to Home Depot or Lowe's and we start building the stage unit for this. Get that all ready. Speakers. We have to get sound blankets for the back of this because I don't want the sound transferred over to the neighbor's house here or over there. We need a sound blanket there. We're going to get some decorative curtains. As I said before, the ones I have laying out there, the same curtains are going to match here and over here. I got an idea on how to hide this thing because I don't want this standing out in the open. So I want something like a movie box. Sorry about that. I want something like a movie box that goes around it. When a projector hits through a little window, like they have like a little professional movie, they got the projector behind a box. That's how we're going to set it up for this one. This one already is going to have a box around it. Like I said, what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 duct systems here and 2 80mm fans to push out the hot air and cover that up so it looks more professional. And like I said, we're going to build our own movie box here for this one. We got to get the lumber to raise the floor up for the chairs here and the chairs here, and that will give us right here. This is where the marking where the last chair lands at right there. That'll give me enough room to move here and turn here and walk up on here and sit down. The chairs have to be far enough where action basically I can put my feet out a little bit and I won't hit the back of anybody. These chairs are made to recline, so we can't do that because we don't have the room to recline them back and forth. It's just too much work, so we're going to disable that. But they are massage and heat and all that stuff, and a lot cheaper. They're $139. Once I got back there, we're going to get them all in red. Floor's going to be jet black. Chairs are going to be in red. Base, it's going to be in black too. And then we're going to have neon lights underneath the chairs and everything once we get all that done. This is going to be a concession stand, which we're working on right now. Popcorn machine, little things we're going to have here for food and stuff like that. And then I have the movie posters over there. We're going to put them here and here. Maybe we're going to put 4 in here, maybe 3. How many? Probably get 3 to fit in here. I want it cramped up. We'll put some nice soft LED lights behind the back of that. This right here is going to be canceled out. It's pushing way too much light. We'll have it on just for showing other things, but we're going to have lighting put in here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put in a crown molding design all the way from here to here, to here, to here, to here. And we're going to use the lighting, the LED lighting we're using in here, because the LED lighting here is beautiful. It's perfect for what we have to use. 4 remote control. If you haven't seen these already, they're fantastic. They use them for hotel lobbies and all that good stuff. And you can control your lights. This is what we're going to be using, the setting we're going to be using. Mind you, this is going to have crown molding behind it, so the light is going to push up to the ceiling, and that's it. We don't want the light to push up with the environment to be too dark, too well light lit. Imagine me saying that. I'm actually designing an environment to be dark, the opposite I'm used to doing. But it's interesting. The blackout curtains, for those of you who think we paid a lot of money for the blackout curtains, we're doing this whole entire setup on a cheap to show you that you don't have to spend all this money. So I'm gonna put a price in for everything we paid for. on how we got it all done for a cheap price. The curtains we have here are not blackout curtains. They're tablecloths. They're dark tablecloths. I want a little light coming in, but I don't want any light coming in, if you know what I mean. So this is perfect the way to set up. Like I said, we're going to have these dark velvet curtains we have here laying up against them. So they're going to block out a lot of light. These things right here block out a ton of light right now. They're really heavy crushed velvet. And then hopefully by next month, we'll be done. And I can come in here and I can have an actual movie theater, which would be pretty cool to have. Sit down and watch a big screen. My screen's going to be 135 inches, 16:9. That's what we're setting up for. So this should be fun. I like the fact I still have access to my closet because I thought I was going to lose this, and we're not. So what are we going to do with the closet? I guess we'll put like well, if I was going to build that, but I'm not going to put that in. That'd just be too much power. My neighbors would freak out. They're already freaking out already with the stuff I have up here already. But if I could, I would put a complete rack system in here. A total rack system, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. 15 bridgeable mono amps, a flagship receiver, the whole 9 yards. I could fit it all up in here with a cooling system and everything. That's a big closet. These are big freaking closets. Look at this, man. They go all the way up there, all the way down here. But we got to do something with it. It's free room. Or maybe I can put my snacks in there. I don't know. Put snacks in there. We don't need a bags of popcorn because we already got that machine over there to do most of the job. Let me see. I'm going to fire that machine up. Never used it. Now we want to use it. We want to use it. And you want popcorn, Taco? Popcorn? Taco like me with popcorn. You want popcorn? We're going to come back to this because I am about to jump on VR and destroy some stuff. I got a few of my customers who I game with, and we're going to go in and we're going to play some Dead Island. Are the surges up here or they're up here? Place is such a mess. I'm glad we got the hard part down. Painting the floor is going to be easy, but the ceiling. Oh, I forgot. We got to get the portable laser projectors. So the portable laser projectors are going to go in each corner here and here. We're going to starlight the entire ceiling in here. The fan's coated too, so that'll be cool. So we're going to have this nice starlight ceiling because we have to install that in. There's the popcorn machine, people. Light's kind of bright on it. Not a big fan of the light, but probably have to do something about that. I wish we could tint the glass. Would be really nice if we could tint the glass on the outside, like a light tint to it, because man, that thing is super bright. Oh man, look at the dust. I gotta clean this thing down. I haven't used it in so long. Got to get everything on it, man. Oh man, look at that. That's definitely, I told you I haven't touched it. I bought it, set it up, and never touched it. Just sat in here. It's got the stir and everything. Stirs the popcorn and everything. Just never used it, but that thing's gonna do clean it up. Come in here and clean this all down. Get this ready. This is the warmer, so this keeps the popcorn nice and warm. Yeah, it's definitely a good buy. So my friends come over, I get them fresh popcorn. I got popcorn in here? Oh crap, hold on. We got popcorn and we got oil. Oh heck yes. Oh, we're definitely going to do a demonstration on this one. This company makes a giant cotton candy machine, hot dog roaster. So that's what we're going to have outside. Outside, I'm going to build a nice portable deck. We can put up a nice air sofa. I'm going to match the air sofa. So we're going to have a portable deck we can set up. It's going to have holes. We can drop tiki torches in front of it, LED lights, whatever you want. And I'm going to put out a air sofa. We're going to put a battery pack unit outside. We're going to cotton candy machine, a hot dog roaster. And we're definitely going to get hot dog roaster, cotton candy machine. Oh, we need one of those refrigerators that you plug in so we can keep cool drinks and stuff like that. So my people come over. We got 250. We're gonna put that's for the 250 in the backyard. That's what we're putting for the 250. That's what we're setting up in the back for the 250. So I gotta start getting the bug zappers next. That's the next thing to get. But yeah, when I put this all together, we're gonna show you how we did it, how we set the whole thing up, and how you can do it for cheap. You don't have to spend a lot of money for a dedicated theater room. You really have to go through all that. All right. Getting there, bit by bit. I'll tell you one thing. Anyone who does those dedicated theater room setups, man, you got that, man. Good, great. Just the hardest part is the seat, getting the seats to sit right, because they can't be too high, they can't be too low. You don't want to be sitting up there like you're sitting on a high chair, but they have to be just right, where you have to have enough room to see over top the person's head and the screen at the same time. They can't be too close to the screen, so it gets a little complicated. So there's some math involved in that craziness, but this is going to stay all right here for right now. Well, all right, people, I'm gonna go watch the rest of my shows. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. This is what we're doing for the ceiling upstairs. If you're wondering how we're gonna do it, this is how it's gonna be designed. It's gonna be all in black. I've already got my projectors we're picking out. This is definitely not gonna be one of them. I paid $100 for that projector. It's a nice projector, but it only does so much. This is one of the first ones that came out, that Starlight projector. This is a good one. This is a good projector if you want to fill out some areas, and you want to fill out like an area where you want to add in more stars. This is fantastic. See how much that covers? Right there, covers quite a bit. This is the skylight. These are actually pretty good. That's if you want to fill out a lot of the ceiling, and then you want to add your stars in with it. So you start off with a couple of these right here. This will fill out the ceiling with the ceiling with a lot of blue and a lot of stars in with it. And then if you want to add a little something different with it, see I got two of them here, one on this side, one on that side to fill the screen out, the ceiling out. And then you get this projector right here. I'll get the name of them, put them up. This one actually puts up that right there, that's stars and kind of blinking on and off kind of display. I might get another one of those for down here. But this one right here, this is the best one out of them all. This one actually produces the green and blue and the stars move all around in it. This one is the best one. The only problem with this projector right now is the fact you can't have two occupying the same room. The remote controls don't work that way. If you turn one off, the other one goes off. It's a headache. And there's nothing to block where if I wish I could figure out a way where the IR was coming from, I can block it, but you can't. So it's beautiful, man. It produces these beautiful stars and everything. Makes it look more realistic with that blend into it. But as I said before, you can only have one. And I tried transferring one upstairs. Couldn't use it, so I gave it to a friend. I get a lot of people's stuff at the end of the day. But this is how you get the whole universe to push off. You use the Bliss ones to basically fill up the area first. You get this projector right here. This is going to produce the stars and like the kind of a black hole, kind of like blue black hole here. Put it right over there. And then you take this projector and you put over top all of it, and it causes this whole effect. And it's pretty cool to look at. All right, well, people, with that being said, you don't have to stay in the same setup I have. All of them do the same thing if you all mix them all together, but you might want to get that one over there. I was trying to get the shooting stars. I'm still waiting on that. The shooting stars is like $400, man. And it's not one of these projectors. It's actually an actual real projector for special effects. But I couldn't get anything that made that shooting star to come across. So that's what I wanted. And that's what they wanted for it. So apparently I'm going to end up paying for it eventually. All right, with that being said, I'm going to get on some VR real quick with a bunch of my friends, kill some zombies and all that good stuff. We have a price drop that we have now on the technology. Like I said, reason why I put the price drop in, because like I said, talking to a customer and, oh shoot, I was tripped on a cable. And he basically wanted the product but couldn't afford it. But like I said before, I try to bring the price down as low as we possibly can. This is why these lights got to go. They get triggered from upstairs. That's another thing too, when you put in LED lights. Make sure your LED lights don't all trigger off at the same time in different ways. So these are the old ones. These are the old ones, the ones we first put in, and these trigger off on any remote control in the house. So I'm upstairs operating the lights upstairs in the hallway, these things will go off. If I'm operating remote controls downstairs, these will go off. These got to come out. These are going in the trash because can't use them. But anything else in here doesn't basically have that problem. I got to finish that strip. What am I doing? I got to finish and get that done. But everything else doesn't have any problem with it. Only those lights are the older ones have to go. All right, people, I'm not going to take any more of your time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I got to go, and God bless.